Might know me from being Jane Fonda for the last 86 years. So I know a lot about aging well, and I'm here to tell you something very important. Of course, that doesn't stop us from talking about our senior moments.
Jane Fonda just walked onto a movie set at 87 years old. The crew couldn't believe what they were seeing. While other actors her age needed assistance getting out of chairs, Jane was bending down to pick up scripts, turning her head without wincing, and moving around the set like someone half her age. The director pulled her aside and asked, "Okay, seriously, what's your secret?" And Jane's answer shocked everyone within earshot. She said, "It's 3 vitamins I take every morning, and 1 type of exercise everyone tells you not to do when you get older. 3 vitamins. And 1 forbidden exercise. Not expensive treatments. Not a team of personal trainers. Not Hollywood magic. Just 3 supplements you can buy at any pharmacy for less than $3 a day, and a workout approach that takes 20 minutes. But here's what's wild. Jane's doctors have tested her biological age multiple times, and while her birth certificate says 87, her cells consistently test in the late 50s range. That's almost 30 years of youth she's gained back through what she eats and how she moves. Today, I'm revealing exactly what those 3 vitamins are, why they work at a cellular level, and the workout secret that keeps Jane more flexible than most 40-year-olds. And that exercise in section 3? It's something your doctor probably told you to avoid. But Jane does it every single day, and it's transformed her joint health. Let's dive in. Before we get into the vitamins and workout, you need to understand Jane's philosophy. She said in a recent interview, "I want young people to stop being afraid about getting older. What matters isn't age, isn't that chronological number. What matters is your health." Jane separates chronological age from biological age, and science completely backs this up. Your chronological age is just how many birthdays you've had, but your biological age? That's how old your cells actually are, and that determines how you look, how you feel, and how long you'll live. Jane is 87 chronologically, but biologically, multiple tests put her in her late 50s. That's not genetics, that's not luck. It's daily decisions she's made for over 25 years. And she's been crystal clear. These 3 vitamins are non-negotiable, and my movement routine is what keeps me out of pain and fully mobile. So let's start with the vitamins. The first vitamin Jane takes every single day is a high-quality multivitamin specifically formulated for women. Now, I know you're thinking, a multivitamin? That's the big secret? But here's what most people miss. Not all multivitamins are created equal, and as you age, your body needs specific nutrients that become harder to absorb. Jane looks for what she calls the aging gaps in her multivitamin, B-complex vitamins. As we age, stomach acid decreases, making B vitamin absorption harder. B12 is critical for brain health and energy. A study from Rush University found that people with the highest B vitamin intake had brains cognitively 11 years younger. Folate, B9, essential for DNA repair and cell division. Every day your cells divide. Without enough folate, those new cells contain errors that accelerate aging. Vitamin E protects cell membranes from oxidative damage. Your skin needs this to maintain elasticity. Jane's glowing skin at 87, vitamin E plays a major role. Zinc, critical for immune function and collagen production. Deficiency shows up as slower healing and accelerated skin aging. Selenium, protects your thyroid and antioxidant defense system. Low selenium means increased cancer risk and faster aging. But here's Jane's secret. She doesn't buy cheap drugstore multivitamins. She takes pharmaceutical-grade multivitamins that are third-party tested, USP or NSF certified, contain methylated B vitamins, better absorption, no artificial colors or fillers, taken with food for maximum absorption. Jane takes hers every morning with breakfast, and consistency is everything. She's taken it every single day for over 25 years. Vitamin number 2 is what Jane calls her secret weapon, vitamin D3. Now, here's something Jane is very open about. She avoids the sun religiously. She told Vogue, "I try to stay out of the sun as much as possible. The sun ages your skin faster than anything else. She's right. UV radiation breaks down collagen, creates age spots, and dramatically increases skin cancer risk. But the sun is our primary vitamin D source. So Jane made a deal with herself. Protect her skin from the sun, but supplement with vitamin D every day. And here's why vitamin D is critical for anti-aging. Bone health. Vitamin D is essential for calcium absorption. Without it, bones become brittle. Jane at 87 has stronger bones than most 50-year-olds because she's maintained optimal vitamin D levels for decades. Immune function. Vitamin D activates T cells that fight infections and cancer. Low vitamin D increases autoimmune disease and infection risk. Muscle strength. Vitamin D receptors are in muscle tissue. Deficiency causes weakness and balance problems. Jane credits her vitamin D for maintaining strength to do daily workouts at 87. Mood and mental health. Vitamin D affects serotonin production. Low levels are linked to depression. Jane says maintaining her levels keeps her mentally sharp and emotionally balanced. Longevity. A meta-analysis of 18 trials with 57,000 participants found vitamin D supplementation reduced overall mortality by 7%. You're literally 7% less likely to die from any cause. Jane takes 4,000 IU of vitamin D3 daily, not D2, D3. She takes it with breakfast that includes healthy fats, avocado or nuts, because vitamin D is fat-soluble and needs fat for absorption. And here's what most people don't know. Jane gets her vitamin D levels tested twice a year. She aims for 50-80 nmol, which is optimal for anti-aging, not just the sufficient 30 nmol most doctors accept. The third vitamin is magnesium, and Jane takes it every night before bed. Here's why magnesium is so powerful for anti-aging. Sleep quality. Jane sleeps 8 to 9 hours every night. She credits magnesium as a key reason her sleep is deep and restorative. Magnesium activates your parasympathetic nervous system and regulates melatonin. A study in the Journal of Research in Medical Sciences found magnesium significantly improved sleep quality in older adults. And sleep matters because growth hormone is released during deep sleep. This hormone repairs tissues and literally keeps you young. Poor sleep equals faster aging. Muscle recovery. Jane exercises every single day at 87. She says magnesium is essential for preventing cramping, reducing soreness, and speeding recovery. Heart health. Magnesium maintains a healthy heart rhythm and blood pressure. It relaxes blood vessels. A meta-analysis of 40 studies found magnesium significantly reduced blood pressure in people with hypertension. Blood sugar control. Magnesium improves insulin sensitivity. Poor blood sugar control accelerates aging through glycation, where sugar damages proteins. Bone density. Magnesium works with vitamin D and calcium for strong bones. 60% of your body's magnesium is stored in bones. Stress management. Magnesium lowers cortisol. Chronic stress ages you faster than almost anything by damaging telomeres and increasing inflammation. Over 50% of Americans are deficient in magnesium. Symptoms include muscle cramps, poor sleep, anxiety, fatigue, and high blood pressure. Jane takes 300-400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate every night about an hour before bed. Glycinate is the most bioavailable form and gentle on your stomach. Now here's what makes Jane's approach so powerful. These three vitamins work synergistically. Vitamin D needs magnesium to be activated. Without magnesium, vitamin D sits in your bloodstream unused. B vitamins need magnesium as a cofactor. Magnesium is involved in over 300 enzymatic reactions that process vitamins. Your immune system, supported by vitamin D, needs zinc and selenium from your multivitamin. Jane has taken all three consistently for over 25 years. The compound effect is staggering. But she's clear, you can't out-supplement a bad lifestyle. These vitamins work because Jane also exercises daily, sleeps 8 to 9 hours, eats whole foods, avoids processed sugar, and manages stress. The vitamins are the foundation. The lifestyle is the structure built on top. Now let's talk about her workout secret. Before we get into the workout, let me ask you something honest. How many health videos have you watched this month? 10? 20? More? And what have you actually done with that information? Because here's the uncomfortable truth, most people are knowledge collectors, not action takers. They watch video after video and then do nothing. 5 years later, they're aging rapidly while wondering why others look younger. The difference isn't genetics or money. It's deciding right now that today things change. So after this video, don't just close it. Actually buy these vitamins. Actually start the workout. Actually commit to 90 days. Because 90 days from now, you'll either look and feel noticeably better, or you'll still be watching videos wishing things were different. Let's get to the workout secret. Here's Jane's workout secret that shocked everyone. She doesn't work out hard. She works out smart. She calls it adapted fitness, and it's completely revolutionized exercise for aging bodies. The fitness industry tells you, push harder, lift heavier, no pain, no gain. But Jane learned that approach destroys aging joints. In her 40s and 50s, she did intense aerobics, high-impact movements, pushing to the limit, and she developed joint pain. Her knees hurt, her back ached. Inflammation wouldn't go away. That's when she changed her approach completely. She stopped asking, "How hard can I push?" and started asking, "How can I move in a way that makes my body feel better?" This mindset shift changed everything. Jane now does 3 types of movement every single day, and they're all adapted to protect her joints while building strength and flexibility. Movement. Type number 1, gentle aerobic activity. Jane does 30-45 minutes of aerobic exercise daily, but it's low impact. Brisk walking, not running. Elliptical machine, smooth, no joint pounding. Swimming when available. Gentle, dance-based movement. The key? She can hold a conversation. Heart rate elevated but not gasping. Why this matters? Aerobic exercise grows new brain cells. A University of British Columbia study found regular aerobic exercise increases hippocampus size, memory and learning center. Jane's sharp mind at 87? Daily gentle aerobic movement protecting her brain, but she's adapted it. Low impact options, variety to avoid repetitive stress, proper cushioned footwear, soft surfaces over concrete. A Mayo Clinic study found moderate exercise increases longevity more than vigorous exercise. The sweet spot, 150 minutes per week of moderate activity. That's exactly what Jane does. Here's the movement everyone tells you to stop doing as you age, but Jane does every single day. Stretching. And not just any stretching. Deep, sustained flexibility work that most doctors say is dangerous for older adults. But Jane is convinced this is the reason she moves like someone 30 years younger. In her words, "Every day when I get out of a car, I thank the goddesses that I have strong thighs. When I'm backing up and have to look over my shoulder, I'm thankful I've kept flexible and can turn my head without pain." Most 80-year-olds can't turn their heads, can't look over their shoulder, have severely limited range of motion. Jane doesn't have that problem, because she stretches 15-20 minutes every single morning. Her focus areas: neck stretches, gentle side-to-side, forward-back circular motions, shoulder rolls, maintains shoulder mobility, spinal twists, seated gentle rotations, hip openers, figure 4 stretches, gentle lunges, hamstring stretches, keeping legs flexible, calf stretches, critical for balance. But here's what makes Jane's approach different. She uses what's called static stretching, where you hold each stretch for 30-60 seconds. Most fitness experts say this is bad, that you should only do dynamic stretching. But a study from the University of Milan found that regular static stretching in older adults significantly improved range of motion by 25%, balance and fall prevention, 40% fewer falls, joint pain reduction, 30% decrease, overall mobility and independence. Jane stretches slowly. She never bounces or forces. She breathes deeply and holds each position just to the point of gentle tension, never pain. And the results? At 87, she has better flexibility than most 50-year-olds. Movement. Type number 3, joint-friendly strength work. Jane also does strength training but adapted, body weight exercises, no heavy weights, resistance bands for gentle resistance, wall push-ups instead of floor push-ups, seated exercises when needed, focus on functional movements, getting up from chairs, reaching overhead. She's not building muscle for aesthetics. She's maintaining strength for independence because loss of muscle mass, sarcopenia, is what steals independence from older adults. Can't get out of a chair, can't carry groceries, can't live alone. Jane refuses to let that happen. Her adapted strength work keeps her functionally strong without destroying her joints. Jane has said something profound. Movement is medicine, but the right movement. And research proves her right. A landmark study from the Journal of the American Medical Association followed 140,000 people for 8 years. They found that people who did regular moderate exercise, exactly Jane's approach, had 31% lower risk of death from any cause, 42% lower risk of heart disease death, 51% lower risk of death from respiratory disease, better cognitive function, and slower brain aging. But here's the key. The benefits came from consistent moderate movement, not intense workouts. Jane moves every single day, but she never pushes to the point of pain or joint damage. She listens to her body. Some days are walking days, some days are stretching days. She adapts based on how she feels. This is what movement as medicine really means. It's not about punishing your body. It's about nourishing it with the right type and amount of movement. You know what separates people who get results from people who don't? It's not knowledge. It's not genetics. It's making a decision right now that you're done being a spectator in your own life. Because 6 months from now, a year from now, you're either going to look back and say, that's when everything changed, or you're going to still be watching videos wondering when things will magically get better. Jane Fonda didn't wake up at 87 looking 59 by accident. She made daily decisions for 25 years. You can't change the past, but you can absolutely change the next 20 years. So are you going to take action? Or just keep collecting information? Without commenting below what you will be doing, the choice is yours. But the clock is ticking. All right, let's wrap this up with your exact action plan. Jane's 3 non-negotiable vitamins. 1. High-quality multivitamin with methylated B vitamins, vitamin E, zinc, selenium, take with breakfast. 2. Vitamin D3, 2,000–4,000 IU daily, take with healthy fats. 3. Magnesium glycinate 300–400 mg, take 1 hour before bed. Jane's adapted fitness approach. 1. Gentle aerobic activity, 30 to 45 minutes 5 days per week, walking, elliptical, swimming. 2. Daily stretching, 15 to 20 minutes every morning, static holds, gentle, never forced. 3. Bodyweight strength work, 2 to 3 times per week, adapted, functional movements. Your action steps. Step 1. Order these 3 vitamins today. Add to cart right now. Step 2. Set a daily phone reminder for vitamins at the same time every day. Step 3. Schedule 15 minutes tomorrow morning for stretching. Put it in your calendar like a doctor's appointment. Step 4. Start with just 20 minutes of walking today, not tomorrow, today. Step 5. Take a photo of yourself right now. In 90 days, take another and compare. You'll be shocked. If you found this valuable, drop a comment telling me, which vitamin are you most excited to start? And are you willing to commit to daily stretching? Share this with someone who needs to hear it. This information could literally add years to their life. Remember Jane's words. What matters isn't that chronological number. What matters is your health. Your chronological age is fixed. Your biological age is entirely under your control. Make the choice. Take action. Stay young. Stay mobile. And remember, aging is optional.